This episode is brought to you by us. We don't have a sponsor. We're losing money. We're hemorrhaging money at the moment. So it would be amazing if you want to support us to go to indieanashow.com. There you can submit music. You can get your albums and EPs reviewed onto the website. And more importantly, you can check out our mugs, t-shirts. At the moment, t-shirts are 2 for £25. Free shipping for orders over £20. So go to indieanashow.com. Thank you for your support. That good? And that's what I'm talking about. When I say odd socks...
I think at the moment I'm wearing...
oh, God. Are we going to show off our socks?
BB-8 with stormtroopers.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like your left foot is looking for your right foot.
Yeah.
Where are the plans?
I'm wearing slippers because otherwise it all kicks off. There might be occasional bleeps coming back.
Yeah, and we definitely can't speak about a lot of things now. Right, so we're going to be a bit more focused.
I'm worried about the old flappy leg thing.
I look like I've got, because of the way I'm having to sit and hold the laptop, I think I look wheelchair bound. I don't know what it is.
You do look
Don't
a little
I?
bit Professor X.
Yeah, like someone's had to scoop me into this seat. I don't know. It's how are you?
I'm right.
You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was alright. Standard.
Did you have a favourite thing you got?
No.
I only ask because I have an answer.
Well, it was the Guinness nitrous thing.
Hey, was it good?
Well, I haven't used it yet.
Oh, okay.
But it looks cool.
And
And the cans of Guinness say nitrous on them.
yeah, which is exciting.
Yeah. I'm saving them for New Year's. I thought because I don't want to drink because I drank too much.
Yeah, I
So
also
I don't want to drink in between the week in between Christmas and New Year's. So I'm saving it for New Year's, and then I'll drink all the rest of the beer in the fridge.
God, I hope it's good.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I did see on the day when we opened it, I then was reading and it was like, make sure the cans have been refrigerated for at least 24 hours. I was like, oh, they definitely haven't been. So maybe you dodged a bullet there. I have a theory about Guinness drinkers.
They're all horrible people?
No, I think no one likes Guinness. Because I see now, for some reason, Facebook keeps showing me a Guinness community. Right, which I'm just going to tell you now. Well, if you want to talk about losers, it's people that are in the Guinness
community. Here's the thing, I'm self-aware about it, right? But I'm in the community. I don't want to be in the community, but I've just found myself in it. And I agree with what everyone says about them. Mm-hmm. They're losers.
Lowest
They're
of the low.
absolute losers.
But,
and their personality is that they drink Guinness.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as someone whose favourite drink is Guinness. Right?
But it's not as well. But I'll interject right now. It's not.
It is.
No, it's not. No,
it is.
Wrong. Because here's the thing. Every single time you order a Guinness, it makes you miserable. Because then this is the post.
This is part of the community loser thing. Though.
Yes. Yeah. Every single post I look at, people are like, look at this fucking horrible Guinness I'm drinking.
It's because no one pours it right. No one stores it right.
And then the glasses.
No one stores it right. This isn't even a Guinness thing, right? You've opened up a whole floodgate, right, of issues. This isn't a Guinness thing. This is a standard of British pubs thing, right? Because the standard of British pubs has gone down the fucking drain, right? Because no one cleans their sodding lines.
Yeah, well,
I feel like every single
that.
pub, like it doesn't matter what I'm drinking. I could be getting like Strongbow. I wouldn't ever get Strongbow, but I could, right? And I'll be like, "What is this stinking flat piece of crap
I don't know
that I'm paying £5.80 for?" Right?
Yeah.
And it's just scummy pubs that don't clean their goddamn lines.
I think we need to separate though. That's one issue, and I do agree with that, right? And you go into a pub and they'll charge you £6, and it's a disgusting beer, right? And you can tell.
How does this Foster's taste worse than a can of Foster's?
I know, but it's a different thing with the Guinness people, because every single post is that, oh, I had this and the fucking glass wasn't right, or I had this and this. And no one is enjoying drinking Guinness. So I'm in
no, because Guinness is great.
It's clearly not.
No, it's fucking.
It's clearly
when
not.
you go into a pub and they've stored it right. It's at a good temperature, not too cold. You don't want the super cold Guinness, right? But you don't want like a warm Guinness, right? and it's poured correctly, and the lines are clean. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. It's a peach. But problem is though, is with all those problems that are across the board, whatever you drink, right, with the standard of British pubs, it's kind of like it's what's the word? Like,
I don't know.
Confounded. Like it's doubled. It's worsened.
Compounded.
It's
would
compounded
because that's
right?
interesting. It
With Guinness, like all with any stout. Like I imagine like Tetley drinkers, right?
Tetley.
I don't mean Tetley.
That's tea.
What's the absolutely miserable? If you want to talk about Guinness drinkers, and then there's like the Tetley drinkers.
Is it Tetley?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the brownish, like caramel color, like stout, right?
Okay.
That's what you want to be concerned with those guys. But it's just even worse with Guinness. When there's a bad Guinness, it's even worse, and then you're miserable because it's like I could have just had a can of Guinness at home, and it would have been 10 times better than this piece of dribble.
Maybe that's the learn then. Don't order it out.
Maybe.
Or really no.
Maybe. But that's what I mean. I'm in the middle, so I like a nice pint of Guinness, but then I do agree with you. There's a big chunk of the community of Guinness drinkers that are like, their head's too big, their head's too small, the glass is wrong, there's too many bubbles.
That's
like,
I will say the only one I've seen so far is someone posted, I think it was in America, and they ordered a Guinness. And
if you've seen them, just pour it all
like
in
a
one
pint, and then they hand it over, and the whole thing. I was just like, that's insane.
See that, but then you would have the same thing if they, because the thing is though, is I've seen videos where it's not even just the fact they do it in one pour, because you can, if you do it right, you can pour Guinness in one pour. It's not a massive issue, right? But the problem is they just put it flat. They just put the glass flat and
I don't know.
Pump on.
I don't know what to believe. Anyway, that's a little tangent about Guinness.
And British pubs.
Should we dress the elephant in the new room? We're in a new place, and
that's a
new
teddy bear.
set. Well, they can't see that yet. Oh, that's me. Well, this is stupid as well, because what I've done is basically we sat down. We've got a little new space.
It's not even in the frame.
No, it's not in the frame. So we moved the camera. I guess we have moved into a different space to try and just change it up a little bit. And I quite like it. I like the optics of it. It looks good. This is a bit awkward, isn't it? This is something new.
I don't like sitting close to you.
And it definitely raises another, like you've addressed before.
There's a smell issue.
That's you. No, but what's funny is
people will agree with that as well, because if you're just using visuals.
Do you reckon you look smelly?
Oh, I think I look like I smell worse than you do.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it.
If we were playing a game now and you're like,
it's the beard,
guess
though,
who
isn't
smells bad, viewers?
Well,
and it's the unkept beard.
And you have like a Fisher jumper on, so people think you just got off the North Sea or something.
Well, I had a great one on before this.
Yeah, you sit down and he was in your trousers and your jumper were the same colour, which that's a fashion faux pas, I'm told, by my wife. And also match the sofa, so you look like pay money wubby, or just a head floating.
I forgot about the fact that it's grey behind us, and I don't normally have to worry about what's going on downstairs.
But the other point I was going to make is that behind you in the corner, which is on the shot now, God, that was hard to do, is... I'll just throw out, it's a treadmill, right? And I looked at that and I was like, that's just asking for people to roast us. So I put a big teddy bear on, and you can't even fucking see the teddy bear. You can just see the treadmill and the guitar. So that didn't work. I haven't run the intro either, so I'll cut that in at some other point, because we're now fucking 7 minutes in.
Jeez Louise.
Can't really run an intro 7 minutes in, can I?
No.
I had a lot to talk about. Obviously,
did you have a nice Christmas?
Yeah. It was just, it's so hectic. Because obviously we come here.
Yeah, you go to places and see family and stuff, and that's just
it almost feels American. You have to then get in the car, go somewhere else. But
I feel like if you can't wake up on Christmas morning and just immediately start drinking,
sorry about that sound.
Then what's the point?
I kind of. Yeah, I don't know if I agree. I agree. I don't need a pint in hand that early.
No, not a pint. Let's behave. But
a little
Bucks Fizz, a bit of Baileys maybe.
But then, so I guess then, I came round and we had the Bucks Fizz quite early, didn't we? I think I got pretty drunk. We went round to the wife's. Max got so many presents. He loved it, so that's been cool. And now, because he's only 2, he only remembers maybe 2 or 3 of them. So he'll play with 2 or 3 of them, and then everything before is just a new toy.
That's good. So it's like every day's Christmas.
It's every day is Christmas at the moment. Because he'll be like,
I mean,
let's
like,
play with this. And I'm like, what about this?
realistically,
and he goes,
right, hear me out.
Yeah.
You could wrap up the same presents next year for Christmas.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. He gets proper toy fatigue. Parents will know. You kind of have to cycle the presents.
What about, you have a look in this next week, right?
Yeah.
Look at the ones he's playing with a lot, right? And wrap up the ones he's not playing with a lot.
Well, I saw a TikTok about this. Someone, they said, right, their kid a few months before Christmas lost their favourite toy, and then they found the toy.
That TikTok.
They wrapped it up and said Santa found it, and the little girl cried. It was really sweet because those toys mean a lot when you're a kid, and she cries and hugs it. But I straight away was like I felt a bit bad, and I went to the comment. I went to all the comments, and all the comments are like, okay, I'm the other parent who's watched this and gone, that's a great idea. She's gonna lose her toy, and I'll get to return it, and it's cost me nothing. But yeah, no, it's. But my point is, Max had a great time. He got lots this year. I think we've spoken before. I think about like I don't know when you're an adult, right? When you're old.
Well, I think when you've got another human being,
the
that
kid was.
popped out,
But even that, me and Becky sit there and go, like he'll fall over and we're like, oh yeah, that's us. You know what I mean? But because I still feel.
Why is he crying?
Yeah, I still feel like I don't know. You never like when you're 15, you look at people that are like 25, and you're like, you're an adult. And you get to 25, and you're like, whoa, what happened? Right?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah. But this year, for me, I think I've officially become an adult, right? Granted, I turn, approximately 29?
You're giving out ages.
A week? Something like that. But my point is, this year, every single thing I asked for was so boring. And I got loads of it, and it was brilliant. I got bedding. I got socks. I got a new knife set.
I've been an old soul in that department. I've been on board with socks for Christmas for extraordinarily long time.
I was quite happy not to get too many because I literally 2 or 3 days before Christmas I couldn't open my underwear drawer because I have about 700 socks. You might not have this problem because I don't know, but I feel like I'm normal in this, right? Which is like you very rarely, right, like do your socks properly. What I mean by that is like when you wash, like when you're like me, right, you wait until you've got no clothes left before you do any laundry. Yeah,
so you put all the clothes in, you do all your washing, right, and then at the end you've got all your socks. Now normally, I just chuck those in a drawer, right?
Right.
However, once a year maybe I like to go through and pair all the socks up so that I've got pairs of socks.
Yeah.
Right? Now, bearing in mind, I've done all the washing, right? There's no more laundry to do. I cannot even begin to describe to you how many odd socks I have.
Well,
just completely missing.
And do you know? Well, and this is a whole other situation where clothes just. I know, like for example, I have one of my favorite tops is from Chuck. It's my Jeffster baseball tee, like the long sleeves. I haven't seen that in fucking months. I haven't seen it in like 4 or 5 months. I don't know where it is. It hasn't left the house. I know I wore it and I took it off in my house and it hasn't left the house. My socks is a bit a different issue because I wear odd socks, right? I quite intentionally wear odd socks. If I pull out 2 socks in the morning and they're the same, I'll get a different colour. I do match them, so they'll be like I have Pringles socks, right? So if I've got a cheese and onion on one foot, maybe I have a Texas barbecue on the other.
What about if you had like a Pringles, right, and then like a Doritos?
Oh, that would be a dream come true. Yeah, I would love that.
Because I've got in there somewhere. I've got a Calypso with a twister.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. When I say odd socks,
I think at the moment I'm wearing.
Oh God, are we going to show off our socks?
BB-8 with stormtroopers.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like your left foot is looking for your right foot.
Yeah.
Where are the plans?
I'm wearing slippers because otherwise it all kicks off.
Your feet stop. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've not prepped it, B, and I didn't think
Oh, maybe I can. I can't remember if I sent it to you, but it's just reminded me. We're talking about feet fighting each other, and it's made me think of a TikTok I saw. And I don't know if you saw the same TikTok. And I'm now going to have to search TikTok, which we know
doesn't bode well. Well, while I do that, I'll filibuster.
Okay.
Do you see the Blackpool Illuminations?
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Can I just say, right? I'm referencing the fire, right? In the Blackpool Tower, right? For anyone that's not in the UK, Blackpool is what people from Blackpool like to call the Las Vegas of the UK.
Yeah, sure.
Which is just nowhere near.
It's the pleasure beach.
Nowhere near a comparison. But Blackpool Tower is like a real crap version of the Eiffel Tower.
Uh-huh.
And someone or people phoned 999, right, for the fire brigade because they thought there was a fire up there. And in fairness, right, I don't know if you've got the video. I didn't even think to send it in, but
I haven't prepped it.
But and in fairness, it does kind of look like
it does look. Yeah, there is absolutely.
However, right, even before the news came out, right, about it,
yeah,
I was like, something's weird with that because there's no smoke. Like there's literally no smoke. So I was like, and this was like just as it had like surfaced
as it's breaking.
And then I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm like, this time of the year, I don't even think it's open, so it's like, who cares?
Yeah,
it's the Blackpool Tower, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's been bigger losses.
yeah. So I went off, whatever, and then like a few hours later, I saw an update, and it's like it was orange netting.
It was orange netting.
It's orange netting that was blowing in the wind.
Yeah, I think
and there was, I think they said six fire engines
and a helicopter. A helicopter came out. Yeah, I was just quickly trying to find.
As well, do we not have any fucking cameras up there?
So, and credit, I've just done a little Google. So credit to Lad Bible. Have this image. Am I showing the image? Probably. I don't know. I don't have my second screen because you're a lazy prick. But so yeah, it's just orange name. But it looks. I might just be looking at images, so I'll describe as well. But for our audio listeners, Blackpool Tower, the top, it literally looks like. It does look like it's on fire. It's glowing. It's like that heat. As you say, there's no smoke, but
and it's on the roof. It's on the roof of a metal building.
If I looked up to it, maybe I would, and especially because it's wind, so it's flapping. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, it was a funny story. But then,
why is there even orange stuff up there?
What was the helicopter gonna do?
I don't know.
Just have a look.
I don't know. But why? But surely there's cameras up there.
I don't know.
Is there no one at the bottom in like the security place or whatever? It's like in a.
Oh, that's netting. God, what a waste of resources.
Yeah, because they also had like a survival rope, like
what?
They had like a specialist rope, like survival people crew, like emergency rescue crew. You know, like crew that you'd get like if you got stuck on Ben Nevis or something.
Oh, sure.
And they'd have to send up like a special.
Oh, so did they go up? And they were prepared if there was someone on the tower.
Yeah,
it's a good point. We've done a big tangent here, but I'm now going to do a secondary tangent. I wore this shirt to get a bit of a reaction, and you've not said anything right. One, it's tiny. look at this. I can't button this up. It is supposed to be an XL. It's hideous, but does it look all right? Like, what's happened?
No, it looks stupid, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Someone gave it to me.
I'm not going to belittle someone's fashion choices. Look at me.
You do every single time I'm here. Look at me. Every single time I'm here, you belittle my fashion choices.
Yeah, it's because it's fun, isn't it?
I was worried what you were going to say then.
What?
You went, it's fun. I was like, all right. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what's stupid about this shirt, though? And that's why I wanted to wear it.
Is it the multiple pianos?
Is it the triple clef and the... No, this is like a designer shirt.
And a harp. Why are there harps?
This one is quite old, so you can't get this exact one, right? But
that could be worth a fortune.
Right, someone bought it in a charity shop for themselves. Uh-huh. They spent £5. They gave it to me because it's a musical top, and if I'm ever I don't know, teaching a year 9 music class. I can whack this out.
It's got the bloody, what they called? The bloody...
What? Oh, yeah, like a gramophone.
Yeah, gramophone.
Kind of. I don't know, it's a bit... Yeah, I guess it is. But they paid £5 for it in a charity shop. It's from a fashion brand that I know. They're like Claudio Lugly or something. I've ordered some for someone else. This top minimum would be £75. £75 for a horrible
if
shirt.
it's retro now and we don't make it anymore.
Yeah, it could be worth a bit. But they gave it to me. So I thought I'd get one podcast use out of it, right? And then it's out there that I did wear it. But it was only when I kind of took my coat off that I was like, oh, this is tiny. But it's my size. Medium.
It was your size.
No, I think they've shrunk it.
It was your size, and now you're not your size.
Well, yeah.
It's Christmas.
It's been travelling
Christmas.
north. I've done impressively well to gain weight. I honestly, some American comedians have spoken about their weight before, like Bert Kreischer, and I'm like toe to toe with him. I'm not far off at all, and I'm like, how can I be close to the same weight as Bert Kreischer?
Especially because of how he lives.
Yeah, he's done it right now. We were talking about feet, like your feet fighting, weren't we?
Right.
With the socks.
I didn't know where that was going.
Can I scoot back? I don't know if you saw this video. I'm going to have to literally turn my laptop for you and do one of these. Did you see
Hey,
this?
y'all, what's up? A lot of y'all do not know that I am in a wheelchair, but that do not stop me from living life.
know
It
that
may
she's
have
in a
slowed me
wheelchair.
down a little bit, but it don't stop me. I still travel, and I'm still lit.
How
This
cool
was
is
my
this?
first time indoor skydiving, and I cannot wait to do it again. My legs were going everywhere, y'all. I was trying to hold them, but keep in mind, I don't have no control over them. But I felt as free as a bird.
We can't do this.
Oh, okay. Someone's memed it. Someone memed it. Isn't that great?
Hey, y'all.
What a great woman. What a good attitude. That came up last night. I think it was maybe 1 a.m. I was watching the hockey, and a intermission happened. So I scrolled TikTok, and I cried. I was crying with laughter. But there, talk about your legs, not. But that's fun, wasn't it? She's got a good attitude as well. I went onto her page, and she's just taking the piss out of herself. So it's fine to laugh, I think. Right?
So we're allowed to mention their whole flappy legs.
Yeah. All of the comments were just Joe Swanson from Family Guy. There's so many times. Anywho.
Look a little bit like a wacky waving inflatable
when they
tube.
first went up as well, and they just... It's crazy. Isn't it? Anyway, us disabled people. On to the next topic. I wanted to talk about kind of Christmas music. The race for number one. I don't know if
brought
you...
this up because I was thinking about
Did you
this.
see any of this?
Well, no, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was going to mention it briefly, just in the fact that I have managed, and I don't know if it's just because I've been particularly isolated from, like, media,
Yeah.
right, this year, like 100%,
Mm-hmm.
or whether it's just because it's not been as big a deal as it was like previous years. I have
Definitely not.
zero knowledge on Christmas number one. I'm not aware of any battle. I don't know who won Christmas number one. And I feel like because previous years, recently, you couldn't escape it because they're like the sausage roll people.
Oh, Lad Baby. Yeah. I got confused with Lad Bible then. Yeah, so, and I agree for sure. It used to be a really big conversation. It definitely didn't feel like it was.
The only thing I saw, and I think it's just because I was scrolling through TikTok, is like a bunch of TikTok creators made a song or something. Loads and loads of like well-known TikTok people. I saw,
and I didn't know any of them.
The only one I knew
them.
was the driving lesson lady.
Like the is she like British Indian lady?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I do know her.
she's actually like her videos are really funny.
Yeah, and everyone has a crush on her. Not me, but everyone else.
Yeah, no, like
I
I
do,
would
a
say,
little bit.
right, and I like this may come across weird, but it's one of like a double standards thing.
Okay.
I would say she's the equivalent of it, and you always get it in a male categories in magazines, celebrity magazines, which is your like
I'm worried.
weird celebrity crush.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I
think
would put her in that category.
she's a big personality crush, I think.
Yeah.
You watch her videos and then you get a crush on her and it's because of her personality.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, so I did
Not
actually
that she's
see
ugly.
that. No, not at all. Who the fuck are we? We're two fat
We're
idiots.
too fucking
You
ugly.
got croissant down your jump. I didn't see that. I would have given you a heads up. I'm sure I have. So,
Where's
yep,
bloody
there one goes.
makeup?
Yeah.
Why didn't
The
anyone
team
tell
of
me about
MSM.
this?
To go back to the Christmas thing, the reason why I have something to bring up, and I can tell you, I think Wham won it. I think they do by default most year, last Christmas. Number 2 was Sam Ryder.
How did Fairy Tales of New York not make it?
Well, this is my whole point, right? So everyone was like, surely we push that and we get that number 1 as like a tribute, right? That didn't happen, right? Wham won it somehow. I think they just do, because I think that just is the most streamed Christmas song
It's
last
so
Christmas.
bad.
It's not great. But Sam Ryder had an original Christmas song, the number 2. And he was pushing the shit out of it, right? So I was just constantly seeing videos. And then I was seeing a lot of TikTok creators were being like, what are you doing? Like, surely it's just the Pogues and we let that happen. But the bigger point I had was Sam Ryder is number 2, right? It was written for an Amazon Christmas film, right? And was...
That's not even his song.
No, he wrote it
he
as an
wrote it.
artist
Okay,
for an
right.
Amazon Christmas film. So it's an Amazon original, only available on Amazon. So you couldn't listen to it on Spotify. So no one heard the song. A lot of people allege that it's because when you ask Alexa to play Christmas music, that was the song they would start the playlist
I saw
with.
something about that.
So they were like forcing the listens to it. But everyone was like, so the number 2 song in the charts over Christmas is a song that no one has heard. So I just thought it was really interesting. All of the videos I saw made me be like, oh yeah, I don't like Sam Ryder. Whereas I used to, when he was a guy singing, I thought he was really good. He would do covers. He had a powerful voice. He would sing really cool songs, and
He looks like me, apparently.
and then he got signed, and it was just like he just became the most insufferable person. I don't know, but I just thought I'd bring that up. So
Was it a good song? I've not heard it.
I've not heard it. I've not heard it.
Well, it feels like you can't be critical about it if you haven't heard it.
I'm not being critical about the song. I'm being critical about him,
Yeah.
and I'm being critical about this.
about the circumstances of how he got number 2.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a bit of like industry. I don't know. It's like a dark part of the industry that now, because Alexas exist, you can just force songs into the chart.
But then I suppose the other side of it, though, is if you've got like an exclusive Christmas song that is only for your platform, and people say, Alexa, play Christmas music, why wouldn't you play that? Of course you would put that on the playlist. Do you know what I mean?
I do get that, for sure.
It's only the same way that like any Christmas song would ever be anywhere near the top of the charts on streaming over Christmas. Like, no one's listening to bloody like Last Christmas, right? Throughout the bloody year. It's only when people probably don't specifically say, Alexa, play this one Christmas song.
Sorry for everyone that has an Alexa speaker.
They just say, bleep bloop, play Christmas music.
Sorry for everyone that has a bleep bloop.
You can change your Alexa, can't you?
Yeah.
To, what if someone's called it bleep bloop?
Our neighbours changed theirs, because when we moved in for about 4 or 5 months, every time we would ask our Alexa to play something, it would also play theirs. So they had to change
That
the
is great.
keyword.
That is great.
Yeah.
You're like, Alexa, turn it down. It's so loud. Why is it so loud?
No, I'd be like, Alexa, play the Indiana Show podcast all through. You make an interesting point though as well, of like, because a part of me wanted to say, should artists and labels allow exclusivity to their music to the platforms? And then I was like, but then is that how we revitalize record sales?
Well,
Is
that's
that
what I said last podcast.
suddenly you could have, like, I think maybe this is what you were saying as well, of like Joe Rogan obviously took the deal to go to Spotify. What, you could have artists doing that,
That's what I mean. And
then suddenly there's a fiscal demand
because
for
essentially
artists.
it's just a free market. There's a free marketplace, and you can record companies can hire people exclusively, hire them, but they can get exclusive deals or whatever. It's the only thing that's bad is it's bad for the consumer.
Yeah, because
obviously
you
the more
get
platforms,
the Premier League issue.
the more, because it's one of those things where like the more platforms there are, right, the better it is in some ways because they have to compete for your custom. So they're all competing to be better, although at least that's how it fucking used to be and should be. But then at the same time, it dilutes everything, and then it's worse for the consumer because then you have to like. If you want to listen to all your favorite tunes, you got to fucking subscribe. It's
no
like
one
now,
wants to change
it's like now
channel.
with like Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon or whatever. It's like they all have different fucking things. Sometimes as well, this shouldn't be allowed. I don't know if it happens still, but you remember back in the day where sometimes it'd be like season 1 to 4 of The Walking Dead on Netflix,
and then someone buys it.
And then it's like, where's the rest of the bloody series? Oh, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Season 5 to
but then
however
part
many
of that,
seasons of that.
But part of that is usually they get cancelled and then rebought, right? That tends to be what
but
happens.
it was back in the day though. It wasn't because I was talking about TV shows that are complete.
Yeah, true.
They're like complete.
Well, it happened
TV
with
shows.
films as well. We were watching The Lord of the Rings, and that was split across all of them. Like Disney had one, and Amazon had. It was just mental.
That's a nightmare if you're watching the extended edition as well.
Yeah, true. I don't know where it goes. I don't know what you do with music. As you say, it's not practical. Like, what you want is, for me, if I'm driving in the car, I love to make a playlist on the fly. So maybe I'm like a lot of the times it'll be because, obviously, we now have the website to do the reviews and the articles. So if I'm writing an article about something, I'll queue up the songs. But you can't do that if it's like, okay, I want to listen to this song, and then I'll go to this artist, but they're only on Tidal. And then this artist on Apple, it's impractical. So
Mate, I only found out Tidal was a thing yesterday.
Really,
I've never heard of Tidal before. Where's that come from?
I don't know
What is
anyone
Tidal?
who uses it. The idea was, I think, isn't it like, whose is it? Jay-Z's?
I don't know anyone that uses Amazon Music.
No, true.
And now TikTok has fucking music.
TikTok have music, yeah, but they have like 15 songs. You get the TikTok number 1 just by default. No, Tidal, I think the idea of Tidal was it was supposed to be like ultra high fidelity, like the top quality, maybe. I think. Is that
to
the one?
rival Apple Music, because that's the selling point with Apple Music.
Yeah, like lossless and all of that. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I'm not very nerdy when it comes to that side of things.
I've got to tell you the truth, right? If I'm listening to a song on Spotify, right, and then I listen to the same song on Apple Music, I don't think I could tell the difference.
No, it's. Yeah, and
I'm not denying there is a difference. Like, sure there is. I feel like it's probably
so
the difference
marginal.
between. Do you remember when HD TVs first came out, right? And you went straight from like your crap piece of garbage TV, right, to a 720 or like a 720p, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, this is night and day.
Yeah.
But then you went from like 720 to 1080p. And it was like, is there a difference?
And then you'd always be like, oh, yeah, look at this. And sometimes you weren't even on the HD
channel
on Sky. You're like, no, this is just upscaling.
Yeah.
My God. No, I think there are times I've heard the difference, but realistically, when you're driving in your car or you got your headphones on walking your dog, you won't really. If you've got a good pair of headphones, it's going to sound good, whatever you're on.
Yeah, as long as it's not like in mono or something.
Yeah. And there are people that will die by it, right? And they're chasing that 0.01% clarity. I don't know if they're fooling themselves a little bit. Maybe we're pissing some people off that listen to this. I don't know. But anyway, shall we... The only other thing I was going to bring up is, did you see... and I don't know if this is old. Do you know when you just get something come up on TikTok and you just... It's the first time you've seen it. Do you know what I mean? Do you see the guy that played Zach Mooningham from School of Rock has just been arrested for stealing guitars?
No.
It felt like a really, really random story. Yeah, he's... I have his mugshot from this video.
I'll tell you what, Joey Gatos really was on top of the world filming School.
I'm just going to skim through.
That's not the first time that guy's been filmed
In
playing.
fairness, right.
In fact, police say that's...
So this is him in the guitar shop.
When was School of Rock?
2006, maybe?
So if it's been like near enough 20 years,
Might be older, yeah.
Since you were in a film as a kid,
Yeah.
and you're still known as the kid from School of Rock.
Yeah, it's a tough
It
break.
doesn't surprise me that he's stealing guitars.
And he's stealing, but apparently he's stealing like like really expensive.
Where's his mug?
guitars. I'll cut back. Let me find it. There we go.
Oh, what happened?
Bit of a smug
what
mug,
happened?
But he's just the kid with a beard, isn't he? Which is quite interesting. That's all I had though, really, for my music news. A little bit of a Sam Ryder bashing.
Did you see that Shakira?
No, is this a tax update?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm guessing because of a stellar work in avoiding tax, she's had a 21-foot statue of herself built in Colombia.
Well, yeah, she's probably a fucking hero for the tax evasion now, isn't she? 21 foot.
Yeah. I will say, I don't think she commissioned it, in fairness.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to throw it out there.
It's a ballsy move to commission your own
But it
statue.
is mental. It's mental. Is Shakira like the number one export from Colombia ever?
Oh, what? People? I think they got a couple other
You got
things.
me there. You got me.
Yeah.
They got
Okay,
a couple of other things coming out of Colombia.
tobacco.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
it,
yeah,
isn't it?
the
Cigars.
no, that's Cuban.
No, good Colombian tobacco
Colombian
as well.
tobacco.
Yeah. I think coffee.
Yeah. But
Blanca.
I just thought it's
Yeah.
it's mental. 21-foot statue.
Yeah, but do you know what? Shakira, though, I think she's a sneaky artist. She's like Shania Twain. She lives in that era of music where she made more money than anyone's making now. Do you know what I mean? Like Shakira, her net worth will be the same as like Taylor Swift.
But in Colombia, that goes a lot further. In Colombia,
true.
that's like being a millionaire in like the 1910s.
Yeah.
Where you've got like more money than anyone has ever seen.
It's not even about the money though. It's like you have the only car. That's what it is. So like, I almost did an accent then. That would have been bad.
Yeah. Do you know why it's bad?
What?
I couldn't even tell you what a Colombian accent is.
I guess I was about to do Tony Montana, and that's again Cuba.
I'm getting confused. Colombia, they speak Portuguese, right? Or is it Spanish?
I think Spanish.
Yeah, because they're on the left.
Oh, is that how it works? Of the world?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What, South America?
South America is a split left and right divide.
So Brazil
and it's because
is Portuguese.
it's where the Portuguese and the Spanish colonized them.
They drew a
like
line.
I don't know how. They might like rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
We'll
have Brazil.
We didn't want to fight. They were like, you take the left, you take the right.
I like the thought
And
of Portugal. Like, if we found Brazil, it's amazing, and they're like, we'll keep Colombia. Don't worry about it. Don't check what we got going on over there. But we'll just have little Colombia. That's fine.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't know. It's weird though. I think Shakira, she probably does justify her statue. How far off do you think her net worth is to Taylor Swift's? Because I think Shakira will have.
It can't be anywhere near Taylor
Shakira
Swift.
will have probably, I would guess, $300 to $400 million.
Are these Colombian dollars?
No, US baby.
US
I reckon.
dollars.
But then I don't know if I'm underestimating Taylor Swift. But again, I think Shakira, she was selling albums, like physical fucking albums. But then
That's
Taylor
a good
Swift
point.
is making millions a night.
Yeah, Shakira was big in a time where people still bought
Artists were
albums.
making money back then. So what do you want? Shall I get Shakira's net worth? And then you have to
Get Tay-tay's net worth,
You want Tay-tay's net worth?
and I'll go higher or lower. I don't even know what Tay-tay's is.
No. I do it the other way around, I reckon.
Tay-tay, do you reckon she's over 100 million?
Yeah, definitely. Chris Martin from Coldplay's over 100 million.
Yeah, but Chris Martin's been around for a lot longer.
Yeah, but
then
I was about to say something stupid that he's not hit the level.
But then Tay-tay, like, there's no one doing what Tay-tay's doing
Right, okay.
at the moment.
This is stupid. It was a stupid game to play. Taylor Swift's net worth is reportedly from Forbes $1.1 billion.
What?
So
There's no way Shakira is anywhere near
no,
1.1 billion. Comfortably 200
I think
million.
300 million, I'm going to say.
228.
Are we including the statue now?
Well, that's not
how
hers.
does that work?
I don't know how it works.
Look at that, $300 million Shakira's net worth is, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com.
I was going pounds. Was it in pounds?
Slightly less. There we go. But here's the thing. What's funny is we've just made Shakira, who has $300 million net worth, we've just scoffed at it. We were like, oh, she's not even close.
Well, yeah,
she's quite close.
Well, yeah, no, but in like relative. Yeah.
Flag on the field there.
Relatively
far
speaking,
away,
right? Like 300 million, 1.1 billion.
She's quarter.
1.1 billion.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Shakira has the amount of money that like Taylor Swift has probably lost to taxes. And she only has it because she's not paid hers. So it's
imagine how much Shakira wouldn't have if she was paying her goddamn taxes.
True, absolutely.
She would have 150.
She's poor as hell. Yeah. That's really good.
She's probably gonna flog the statue.
She got a fucking statue. Give me food.
Next month there'll be a update and it'll be like the statue's gone.
Yeah. It's good stuff. So Taylor Swift, she's done all right, and she for herself. That was stupid. It was stupid.
Bad.
As I was searching, I was like, well, she's the biggest artist in the world, and she is.
Do you reckon she has the highest net worth of any artist?
Musical artist.
Like I imagine.
Right.
Yeah. I imagine Ed Sheeran's got to be up there.
No.
No.
I think you'll be surprised. I think Ed Sheeran. I think 400 million.
We can't do this. This is going to devolve into us spending
This
an
is
hour
the last
bloody
one. This is the
playing
last one.
Celebrity
Ed
Net
Sheeran.
Worth.
I've put 400 million on the field.
400 million on the field.
Yeah. I'm not searching it
I
yet.
mean, I've brought it up, but even I think it's crazy to get anywhere near $1 billion.
But Ed Sheeran has a lot of fingers and a lot of pies.
620 million.
300 million.
Fucking hell.
Everyone's net worth
Same as Shakira.
Cosmopolitan say it's 200 million. Celebrity Net Worth say it's 200 million. So actually, 200 million.
Man, what a broke bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Chump.
He used to be friends with Tay-tay. Not anymore. She's off with American footballers now. They've done all right for themselves, haven't they? The Kelsey brothers.
American footballers?
Yeah, specifically those two.
I've never heard of them, dude. I couldn't tell you a single American footballer. Apart from Peyton Manning. Is he still knocking about?
You said... Can you say the name one more time? Please.
I don't want to.
I would like you to.
Tating Manning?
Tating Manning, yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No?
I don't know. It feels like... I think Channing Tatum has mixed with Peyton Manning.
Oh, Peyton! I was nearly there.
I think it's quite safe to say hasn't played American football for maybe 10 years.
Is he the one that's quarterback?
He
great?
was really was. He used to be the GOAT. Yeah. Again, I don't watch a lot of American football, but the Kelsey brothers and this raises a bigger point. And I don't know if we said this on the podcast, but I was out walking and there was a guy. I passed a guy with a Kansas City Chiefs hat, right, which is where the Kelsey brother that is dating Taylor Swift plays. Back in the day, if I saw someone with an American football like woolly hat on, I would be like, you and I have some similarities here. You know, I'm up watching, but then my immediate reaction with that one was, you're a Swiftie. It's quite an odd thing. But yeah, I think they have this massive boost now of ticket sales and merch sales because all the Swifties are like, we now support the Kansas City Chiefs. And
because she supports?
Because she's dating one of the players.
Oh, that is so parasocial. It's unreal.
Weird, isn't it? It's really weird.
Grow up.
Yeah.
That is mental.
Uh-huh. It's odd. I don't know. People support her to the death as if she needs your help. She has $1.2 billion. She has more money than a lot of countries.
I don't want to talk. I'm not talking bad about Tay-tay. I just want to say that.
Never. We
Fantastic.
would never, ever.
Yeah, so I was going to say, because do you think there's
fucking mental.
Any fan base that you would like want to piss off more than the Tay-tays? Do they call themselves something?
Swifties.
Oh, the Swifties.
Yeah. No, they're the most intense.
That's not as good a name as the Cumber bitches.
True. I think it is similar to maybe whatever One Direction fans were called back in the day, but this is the Oners, because it's like they're like buying jerseys for American football team in mass. Like everyone has a Kelsey.
Can you imagine just like the bloody franchise owner?
I know. What
just being like, Whoa.
I bet they're going to start employing like cupids. Do you know what I mean? That are just hooking their players up.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're like, okay, we've not been able to. We've got you,
But
Olivia Rodrigo,
but
or whatever.
not every fan base is fucking.
No, you have to get
fanatical as Tay-tay.
You would be going for the Taylor Swift. You would be going for Beyonce if she ever was a free agent. Do you know what I mean? Because the Beyonce, the B Army is they're I think quite bonkers
Is
as well.
it called the Bee Army?
I hope so, but I don't know.
I feel like they should be called the Beehives.
Oh, it is the Beehives.
Is it?
I think it is the Beehives. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right. Shall we? Here's what we're gonna do. Shall we? I don't know, like tell people to buy a T-shirt and then we'll.
Wasn't
listen to
there a
music.
TikTok as well? That
Oh, we both sent each other a TikTok.
yeah.
Now, the issue with it is that I have to watch it on TikTok. So bear with me because it always doesn't work.
I will throw out there though. This is goddamn just outright
So the
disgraceful.
yeah, the TikTok is someone saying they spent £120 to see Frankie Valli live. Right,
Who's the
sorry.
guy from Greece? He sings Greece, right? He's like the Grease dude, the greasy dude,
He's a greasy guy. Yeah,
the like John Travolta.
that's true. yeah. Frankie Valli is John Travolta without Scientology. This is oh no!
He looks like he's dead. He looks like he's dead, and he's just being operated
It's insane.
by like strings and stuff. I mean, make a bloody effort, man. How old is he? Because he's not even that old, is he? Like, and when I say he's not even that old, I mean compared to like Paul McCartney and like
No, I think
who
he
are
is quite old.
performing like regularly.
But we're just this is a new version of the Celebrity Net Worth. Is the old celebrity age game now? Frankie Valli is. Oh, I almost just used my arrow key. See, this is the issue with not having the screen. He's 89, B. That's older than all
that's
of them.
That's fair enough. But okay,
just fucking stop.
Another rebuttal.
Yeah.
Don't get him out there.
No, don't get him out there.
For sure as shit, don't charge people 120 quid. I mean, granted, there's probably like scalpers and bought it off Ticketmaster and all that garbage, but you shouldn't be charging anyone for that.
Here's the thing, right? We're currently working out the logistics to take my wife's granddad to go see the Glenn Miller band, which obviously I saw is brilliant, and we're working out the logistics of that. I think there's maybe 2 years between them, right? To go and sit and watch it, right? This guy's up there, it's so bad. I think that if the video hasn't overlaid, then I'll cut it in. I think it did, but that is just it's outrageous.
It's mental.
Yeah. I don't know.
But then I feel bad now because he's so old.
It's too old.
It's like with the current president of the United States.
Yeah.
It's like, forget about what your political leanings are.
Go to bed.
I just feel bad for him. I
Get
feel
a
like he just
blanket.
needs a nap. He always needs a nap.
Yeah.
He needs to be like just put down and tucked in.
Okay. You said put down. I was like, Jesus.
No, put down in bed and tucked in.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe give him some hot chocolate.
sat
and
on
some
a porch.
Werther's Originals.
Sat on a porch somewhere, telling us, "Did you know I used to be?" Yeah, okay, Joe. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do feel bad. That for me as well. Do you know what's weird about that one? When like Paul McCartney or Elton John, and like these are weird examples because they're not mentally old, but they're past the performance peak, let's say, and they go out and they could say, "Oh, well, it's for the love of it," right? But that's not for the love of it.
No, because
singing.
he didn't look like he was enjoying it either.
And he didn't, and he's not like really performative with the lip syncing. He's just holding a mic. For one, straight away, just look at this. You can't really see my lips now. Hold it a bit closer to your face.
Get one of those commentator ones that go over you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny and it's sad at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Just stop it. Stop making money from him. Whoever's running that show should be ashamed of themselves.
That's what it feels a bit sort of like.
Expletive? No, exploitive.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
I don't think why it's good at all, dude.
Go to our website, I guess, indianashow.com for merch.
Buy a shirt or
Buy a
something.
t-shirt.
Or a mug.
You just held up or a mug, and it's not a Costa one. We don't sell them for multiple reasons.
Mainly because it's
mainly
crap
legal,
coffee.
but also we don't like them. Go buy a shirt from IndianaShow.com. I had a lot of messages. I've had a couple of messages. I've overstated.
Yeah,
how
but
many
here's
messages.
the thing, B. They can't tell how many messages we did or didn't get.
I have had
So you say,
hundreds. Well, no, because the
thousands.
views last week's episode
23.
pretty light. Obviously, if you're watching this episode, thanks for coming back to YouTube.
We're slowly slipping back into the algorithm.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
back
we'll
at
get there.
previous videos. Some of them
Thousands,
did alright.
loads
Some
of
of them did
comments,
alright.
thousands. IndianaShow.com. What am I doing? T-shirts, right?
We did we even mention? We didn't mention, right?
What?
Because the last one we just chucked up.
I didn't chuck up.
We're back on YouTube for reasons that are
No, I
apparent
think we
if
spoke
you've
about
ever
it.
been on Rumble.
Yeah, so
I admire what Rumble are doing over there. But
no, it's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, what they're trying to do. But it is so awful.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. I get emails from them now, like the promotional emails, and it's like, this person has joined Rumble, and I'm like, give them. I don't know how much money you paid for them to come over, but as soon as that contract's up, they will leave. But then I'm like, but are they getting a different experience than we are? Where you upload a video and then it's like, yep, it's ready to go, and then when it goes live, it's like it's failed or it cuts.
But
it's
not
just
even
a terrible
that.
platform.
It's bad from the creator side of it, but it's also just a piss poor platform from a user side.
Yeah, and those were the other comments we were getting of people like, on Rumble, they don't get notified videos go live. Anyway, we're back on YouTube now, so if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you won't miss the podcast. It's easier to comment. You'll have your accounts already. So we tried something
new. There might
new.
be occasional bleeps coming back.
Yeah, and we definitely can't speak about a lot of things now, right? So we're going to be a bit more focused.
I'm worried about the old flappy leg thing.
Because look, we didn't say anything that was bullying, did we?
We didn't say anything that was bullying last time. Well,
no.
Cuttlefish.
No, yeah, the one episode that we got flagged for bullying, I don't think either of us had a complaint. We were like, fair enough, we'll take that one on the chin. Yeah. But we're back on YouTube. Anyway, my point was, we had a few people message that the promotion we had on at the moment is really good, and they wanted to exploit it, but going into Christmas, they're like, I can't right now. So I'll do that till the end of January, maybe, because we're just going to make no money, basically. But what it is it's 2 for £25 or whatever your local equivalent is for T-shirts. And then certain countries are eligible for free shipping beyond £20. It's mainly the UK and some parts of Europe. But the 2 for £25, you're saving loads of money. Code BEANS as well. If you're not using T-shirts, you can get 15% off. There's a lot of ways to save money. I'll keep them all live till January. So please do support the show. It helps massively. One other decision that we've made as well, this isn't really a plug, but maybe just a bit of an update. We've obviously been pushing reviews and stuff like that. We're going to separate it onto a different website. I think the website got really a bit messy, and it was too much instead of being concise. So I think anything that is on IndianaShow.com will just be podcast stuff. We can have written content on there as well. For example, we did, after the award show, we then had a post up that was a written post that was just linked to that episode. But I think we'll have a separate thing for all of the written content. But please do let us know if you want your album or EP or anything like that reviewed. Then let us know. Drop a comment, drop an email. That's it.
That's long.
It's been busy. Buy a T-shirt is the point, I guess. Or not. You don't have to.
I know.
I like them though. They're good. We got we got some more samples, didn't we, of the newer ones. I like the quality of them. I just switched. I was a bit worried because I switched supplier because I think I told you that I was like, shipping was like, to certain countries shipping was like £100 and the promo was working, so we would lose like £90 per sale of the T-shirt.
We'd have to pay for shipping.
Yeah, our account, we would make a sale and our account would be like, you owe us more money. It was a bit of a mess up. Anyway, should we listen to some music? Mm-hmm. I've got 3 lined up, ready to go. And then we can spin the wheel if we feel like it.
Probably not.
Probably not. I think I want to be done.
You're leaking.
I know. Well, it's that illness people are talking about, isn't it? Everyone's getting ill. Oh God, that's a distraction. Let's stay focused. This band is from Ghent in Belgium. Is that how you say Ghent?
I'm nodding with supreme confidence.
Okay, good.
I've not. I just don't. I can't.
Oh
I don't imagine it's called gent.
no, or Gehent.
Yeah, but
It's not
Gehent
Gehent.
sounds like it might be a thing.
I'm about to make a sound through the laptop again, so apologies for that. We're working it out. It's a whole process. I was just trying. Okay, you're live again. That's good. I've cut your camera about 6 or 7 times. Video watchers can see that, and every time I cut to it, it would do like this. So it's quite good. The band is called Piglet Porch.
Piglet Porch.
Piglet Porch.
That's a great name.
I do enjoy it a lot. Any guesses?
I mean, Jesus Christ, Piglet Porch. Where do you even start from? What was it? Belgium.
I thought you were trying to get Winnie the Pooh, but yeah, from Belgium. Piglet, innit?
Oh, right.
Piglet's from Belgium. Big up Winnie the Pooh.
House.
House music.
Yeah, but
Is it just because they're Belgiumese?
yeah, I don't know. Belgianese.
I don't know what you
I
call
don't think they
Belgian
call them-
people.
Belgian people.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is On the Streets Again by Piglet Porch. I don't think I had a timestamp. If I did, I'm ignoring it, and I apologise. On the Streets Again.
You threw my heart out with the old salad cups. I wonder why we got so rotten that we deserve to be on the streets again. We used to be knowledge to We used to bring order to our homestays, but our red spilled fire overtook the stage. We got blindsided by our prosperous flames. Love grew stale.
Okay, that was a minute, which I think.
I just
the-
we're gonna have
the
to
distract-
blank some of that. That's why
I think maybe
got
we take it on the
distracted
chin. Yeah. I
because-
saw you had the
then, because
realization.
We were on Rumble where it didn't really matter. Now we're on YouTube. We have to be a bit more conservative with how much of the song we listen to.
Can I say something?
Yep.
You're like long form podcast, 56 minutes in. Yeah. I think we just stick with a minute and we see what happens.
Well, copyright. Copyright claims is what happens. I mean, we'll give it a go. You're the one that deals with it.
Here's the thing. All of the bands. Here's what I say, and I'm going to say it. Can I say it?
Say
Can I
it.
say it? All of the bands give us express written permission to play their music.
That hasn't stopped them in the
I
past.
fucking know, because YouTube are a bag of dicks. I hate them. That's us flagged.
We're happy to be back. No, yeah, you know.
YouTube, do you know
you have to
in
blank
American
it.
football where they throw the flag? That's YouTube are like, they throw the flag. And you're like, what's wrong? And they're like, sensitive events.
Another 23 view
And
video
I've just said
coming
that
out
as well, yeah. I think we just roll with it because I really enjoy listening to a minute, and I think that Piglet Porch,
I loved it.
and I think the minute was important as well. So I reckon let's just see what happens this week.
Well, because I wanted it to get a bit more fast. It felt like it was building up to being a bit faster paced.
Yeah, like it would go. Whoa,
Yeah, kind of like
something rocky.
yeah, like I'm blanking.
Yeah, I'm blanking too, but I don't know, and I guess maybe the lack of comparison is because it is quite a unique sound. I thought the lyrics were really interesting.
Well, it sounded a bit like the vaccines.
Yeah.
To me, like a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to get rockier. No, or maybe I wanted it to get rockier.
But no, that's the thing. I wanted it to get rockier. It didn't have to. That's a personal preference. But
But
then
I thought it
also
sounded
don't
really
know
cool.
where it's going. It sounded great. I loved the harmonies in it.
Yeah.
Again, like it
the
just it was
falsetto.
very, very sort of vaccines in the sort of style of it and
A part of the vocals at the front reminded me of Flight of the Conchords, where they would have
no, I had
a
the exact
low-
same
Yeah.
thought. There was one specific note, the high note.
Yeah. Well, and it
can't
was
really
a
remember what it
combination of the
was.
bass and the high note. I was like,
and I was
oh.
like, this is Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
But it was only one note.
And it's one of those. It's tricky because Flight of the Conchords are obviously like a spoof. But
Yes,
the music's
but they're
still
an
great.
amazing
Yeah, and I don't think it's bad to say. But yeah, that's a great submission. There's not really anything to be said about it. I don't think I had any control.
Great name.
I think a part of me was thinking the same as you. Like, it could go somewhere. This could be an intro, and then maybe it does go there. I don't know. But let's not push our luck. Let's listen to a minute. But yeah, thank you so much for the submission, Piglet Porch. Definitely, hopefully you can stick around, and we can hear more of your music in the future. The next band is Krystal Brown from Norfolk, VA, which is possibly Virginia, right? Virginia, not West. Wait, have we? No, we haven't. I was going to say, have we listened to them before? But we haven't listened to them before.
It doesn't sound familiar.
Krystal Brown. Have you got a guess of genre?
Krystal Brown.
Yeah.
What's the texture like?
I don't get it.
Golden brown.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Acoustic folk.
Okay. This is Krystal Brown. They said 57 seconds in.
Oh, I need you. I know you're hurting, but I'm here with you. Even when the lights go off, I'll be standing right beside you. Hold you tight. Oh, Thumbelina, you know I need you. And everything will be okay. We'll be alright. We'll be okay. We'll be alright. We'll be okay. I know it seems like you're slipping away, but I'll do anything I can to keep you safe. You're not alone in this journey. I'll care for you and love you till the end.
There we go. That's a minute.
I loved it.
I absolutely
It
loved
was
it.
so good. It kind of sounded like almost like Damien Rice sort of vibes.
Damien Rice, and then the vocals are like the female singer from his album, Lisa Hannigan.
Yeah.
Also the folk side of like
Yeah, I
Bob
wasn't far
Dylan,
away with the old acoustic folk.
Joni Mitchell, like real strong. Those folk singer-songwriters were there. The production was like subtle but big.
Yeah.
Like it felt like it could be on like a Coldplay album. Obviously the vocals different.
It was obviously it was heavily produced, but it worked because like
Yeah.
one of my
Yeah,
big criticisms, and I always go back to it as a perfect example, is Passenger.
Which this
Right.
person's from America, they'll have absolutely no idea.
No,
who that is.
but Passenger is a big. Well, he's not even that big, but he was huge
He had a
at one point.
Yeah,
He had a
summer.
little, like maybe 2012, 2014, I think maybe.
possibly later.
But he had a massive album, massive single. But I saw him first at the Isle of Wight Festival, and it was just him with an acoustic guitar. And then I listened to his album afterwards because I was like, that guy was fantastic. And I hated it. I hated his album. Every single song was so over the top produced. It was crazy. But that was an example of where it's like,
You do it right.
everything was spot on. There wasn't really anything I would take away, and I couldn't really think of anything it needed.
No, it could have gone more.
Like,
it,
yeah, no, but that's the thing,
I'm
but-
happy
but-
it didn't. I'm
Yeah,
really
no,
glad
that's
it
what I
didn't.
mean. That's because normally when I listen to a song, I'm immediately thinking about stuff that I don't like or stuff that I think doesn't fit, and then I'm also thinking about what I think is missing.
Yeah.
Like, and quite often it'll just be the next step in the progression of a song.
The
you know, like
dynamics.
the dynamic
yeah.
range of it or whatever, and I'm just thinking there's something missing, something needs to be there. But for that, I just thought it was flawless. It was
No, I agree completely.
Spot on.
There was a point, and I was reading the Instagram, and it's talking about like trap and EDM, and so obviously, I think she has versatility in what she's making because that was on a different side of it. But there was a point where it like all of the ambience in the track stopped, and it felt like it was going to come in really big, and it didn't, but in a great way. I thought it was just, as I said, really well produced.
That decision to just completely stop the ambience as well was quite a harsh stop. Again, like really good. And I feel like that's, again, sometimes people don't have that in their locker to be able to go, okay, do you know what this song needs now? Nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes the right thing to do is just to go, okay, we'll strip everything back now. It's just going to be the acoustic guitar.
100%.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was really good.
I thought it was really...
Vocals were just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah,
really understated, but just flawless vocals.
And as well, one thing I'll clarify with the comparison to Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell and all of those people, they can... that could almost be like an insult, right? Singing like Dylan, he had such a unique style, and a big part of Dylan was like the lack of ability. It was like she had the ability, but still shows that free... You know, some of the little dips at the end of lines and things like that just make it feel so organic and like low effort, but in a brilliant way.
And I think as well, because that what you're sort of hinting at is that it's a little bit. It kind of sounds like it's less intensive and a little bit sort of like safe, like lyrically, but it's still hard to maintain that tone and to sort of stick with it and get it right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not... I think in some respects it's harder than like belting out a
for
song,
sure.
Because you have to have way more control over your vocals.
We see it all the time. I mean, we have artists that are quite early on or they'll they're trying to find their sound, and that I think the crutch they use is overproduction. They're like, okay, let's have loads of layers, like 3 or 4 vocal tracks all at once, whereas this was just like, keep it organic, keep it raw, let me be exposed,
let everything breathe,
having belief that actually that was enough, and it fucking was for sure. I really, really enjoyed it. I would be really keen, and I will say to Krystal, I think it is just the name, but maybe Krystal Brown if that's the project name. I would love to hear your other stuff. If it is more EDM and dance, it will be further away from the genre I would listen to typically, but I would love to hear that contrast. So definitely let us know if there's another song we should check out as well. If you pop it in the comments on the YouTube video, then we'll listen to it and it will jump the queue a little bit. It's not unfair, because if you do the same, random band listening, then we'll listen to your song next as well. But yeah, it was great. It was really, really interesting. There's definitely, going onto the Instagram, it seems like they've not done a lot recently. It's a real, they've not posted in like half a year. So I wonder if this was a case of like, they were making music and they haven't for a while. Should I get back into it? What do you think of this track? And if it is, fucking please do.
Yeah, go for
because I think the sound is great. I said the production was like Coldplay as well, but on these like B-side tracks, right? So you have Coldplay's album where they'll have like Viva La Vida and all these massive tracks, and then they have these down, like, experimental different tracks. A lot of people love those more than the big hits, so I think there's a niche there as well. So I would absolutely love to hear more music produced, and if that was the reason why, and if you're like, oh, I don't know, 100%, that was a absolutely brilliant submission. One more song?
Yes, go for it.
One more song. We have SleepyJah. It could be SleepyJ. It's JAH. SleepyJah.
SleepyJah
is what I would say. This person has submitted, and then they commented on our IndianaShow.com, one of our articles. So that engagement we appreciate. Thank you so much. Because of that, we will listen to you jump the queue a little bit. From Switzerland. Any guesses to genre?
I think it's going to be fairly neutral.
You happy with that?
No,
I don't have crickets in my assets folder.
Here's the thing. It's tough. What are they called, sorry?
SleepyJah.
SleepyJah.
Or SleepyJ. It could be SleepyJ.
I just have no... I don't think I've ever listened to anything that's come out of Switzerland. Do you know? It's just weird.
I bet that's going to be proven wrong.
I would go metal, heavy metal.
Heavy metal. SleepyJah, the JAH, and the fact that it's probably pronounced
It's not
differently and
heavy
we're
metal.
messing it up,
It's
I
not
think
heavy
would be hip hop, some bracket of hip hop, but I don't know. Okay, here it is.
I'm gonna go something electric.
All the time we talk is in my dreams. Now we're just some strangers with memories. You were my oxygen, now I can't breathe. I'm taking drugs to put my mind at ease. Girl, you know we had the harmony, but now you're someone I used to see. You felt like ecstasy. You felt like ecstasy. You felt like ecstasy. You felt like ecstasy.
Chemists call it MDMA for short. Users have a word for it, ecstasy. Federal officials call it an underground drug that's going nationwide. Soon they hope to call it illegal. Steve Young reports.
I went a little long as well there, so that's a minute. SleepyJah. Thank you. Really interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
Here's the thing. I checked the artist name, and I was like, I swear, there was something about the submission that felt really familiar. Check the artist name on our website. I showed that functionality, and we haven't listened to it before. SleepyJah. And I know we would have had this stupid conversation about it.
Yeah.
There's a real familiarity between the production, though, and then the Instagram account that they've linked to is followed by possibly two people that we've had on. So I wonder if this is a little crew,
Excuse me.
or if it's someone's breakaway project. Do you know what I mean? I think there's possibly, although that's so random, that link. Anyway, it was a really interesting submission. I liked it a lot. It's difficult to place genre-wise.
The only thing that springs to mind is it sounds like it would be on a FIFA game.
I can see that. Maybe it was a bit too lethargic for a FIFA game. Do you know what I mean?
You always
It's
have
quite-
those. You always have
Do
a
you?
couple of songs on.
In my head, they're always like upbeat.
Old school FIFA. There's always a couple of songs that are a bit more sort of slow paced.
Yeah. I liked it though. I thought it was good. The production style was really good. Vocals, I think there was a part where I maybe wanted a break in the vocals to do something else. Like, I thought it was going to rap.
Well, and
I
that
thought
would
like
be
a rap would
that
come
would
in or
be
something to like...
My only feedback would be in terms of a little bit of dynamic range.
Yeah.
Or just variation with the same riff.
Yeah. Bling,
Yeah.
bling, bling.
Like, just do.
But then this is the
do
point, right?
Something maybe, and it doesn't have to be crazy, but just or maybe just kind of like mix up those chords.
I think
a little
you've
bit.
just made me realise maybe that's why I was expecting some rap or something as well, because when you have those like repeated chords, it'll be like a sample
Yeah.
on a hip hop rap song. It would go throughout, but you would then have like a chorus where it's like singing or shouting or whatever it is, and then back to the verse. There's more of a breakup in what the vocals are doing. So I think that's the only thing I would say. But I thought it was a really good sound.
In my head, somewhere in the middle of the like literally just maybe have a, I don't know, like just a generic scale, just going from like lower to higher or higher to low, something. Just, it doesn't have to be crazy, but just something that breaks up that sort of repetitive rhythm.
Yeah. In that whole minute, it just looped. That was a lot. I really did enjoy though, and I like. It's always a big risk to me to sample in like that. Obviously, this song is called Ecstasy. It's about drugs. Sampling that little like radio broadcast about drugs. It really worked here. Yeah. Sometimes bands do it, and I'm just like, it feels really forced. Do you know what I mean? There's a couple. I'm trying to think of examples. Maybe there's it's Coldplay again. There's a couple Coldplay songs where they have that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. At that time, I thought it was really cool. It's a really interesting sound though. It feels like it's someone just being like, you know what, I've set this project up and I'm just going to mess around with it and create something really different, and they definitely did. Yeah. So I enjoy that.
I liked it.
Cool. I like it. We don't need to spin a wheel. We're both
I'm
sleepy
not gonna
boys,
lie.
aren't we?
Yeah, I think we both had a bit of a rough night last night,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sleepy.
I couldn't sleep.
And I feel like the caffeine is wearing off.
yeah,
I'm starting to crash.
And I've got a bit of cold coffee left. I'm sipping it. It's absolutely rancid. So shout out
Brought to you
Costa.
by Costa.
Yeah, the worst coffee you can get, but we still
Also,
do.
I need to see Zulu after.
Little Costa Loo trip.
No, it's not that. I'm still suffering from the old Christmas. I call it the Christmas poops.
Say less.
I'll say more.
Damn it.
It's been
Okay.
goddamn. It's been horrible.
Thanks for listening.
Do you know what? Have you ever had this? This isn't a poo thing.
Okay.
Like,
Back in.
I freaked out yesterday, right? And I don't know if you experienced this over like the holiday period, but yesterday I just had a sudden realization, and I freaked out, right? Because I kind of just realized that I can't remember the last time I drank water.
That's.
I think it's just because it's like you're drinking so much alcohol, right? But then even when you're not drinking alcohol, there's like loads of soft drinks left over that you're like, well, we need to get rid of all these soft drinks, all these cans of Coke and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just drinking that, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't think I've drunk just water for like 5 days.
Fair enough.
And then I
Kidney
freaked out and like I just chugged like 4 pints of water.
It sounds awful, like a panic attack, to be honest.
No, it's not a panic attack, but I was just like, I was freaking out, and I was like, I'm gonna get like kidney stones.
Yeah, that's what you get. Not like that's what you get. Yeah. Fair enough. I drink a lot of squash. Does that count?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I drink a lot of squash. I drink a lot of squash just from cost. To be honest, it's a frugalness that I'm like, if I just drink Coke all the time, each glass is like 50p.
Well, here's the thing: I don't drink like fizzy drinks a lot at all. Like, I don't really drink them, and I don't drink squash as well.
Yeah,
because
when they're there.
I'm not a child.
That's fair. That is fair.
I normally drink a lot of water, which I think is why it freaked me out, because I normally drink a lot of water, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I don't think I've drunk water for 5 days.
This is one of those moments of like, we should start a podcast, bro. We should. That was a couple minutes about our water consumption. Mine has stayed pretty static, to be honest. But let us drop a comment below. Let us know how much water you've had.
How much water have you had?
Yeah, I would say daily is quite good. Is it a couple cups? Do you have one of those big bottles?
Nah, don't be one of those guys. Just
fill up a cup.
Like, get thirsty, right? Here's what you do: you get thirsty, and you fill up a cup.
It's true. It's easy.
And you drink the cup. And then you don't even think about it.
I would allow
then like an hour or two later, you're like, oh, quite thirsty again.
I'd allow indoor skydiving lady to have a big bottle.
Yeah, she can have whatever she wants.
Just because, you know what I mean. But anyone else, just get up and go fill up your glass. Breaks up a day a little bit, doesn't it? Instead of just sat there like one of those people from WALL-E, just in a chair drinking water from a straw.
One of those like camel pouches.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is the final show of 2023. So I don't know. We should have had we should have had one of those. Maybe.
Nah, I don't like making a fuss.
No.
I'm already not looking forward to fireworks, B.
I hate fireworks and I have a little dog. So.
No, I love firework displays. Right?
Do you like that sound?
No, I love firework displays. I love a proper display. When you go there, you pay a $5 and it's like a massive display and it's fucking great. What I hate are the poxy little crap fireworks that everyone gets from the fucking off license, right?
Yeah.
That are miserable crap, but then also they just like spontaneously go off for like the next month.
Yeah,
like
that's
just
true.
randomly.
I hate that.
That's the worst. If it was just one
if we
night,
have a night where my dog is shaking,
I'm
fine.
firmly against any sort of tyrannical sort of government, right?
No,
but I am 100% behind, right? You should only be allowed to fucking fire a firework one day a year.
Yeah.
One day a year.
I think
no, that's it. Yeah, New Year's
Eve. We have to all decide collectively. We do a vote on Facebook.
Well, because I was gonna say, well, maybe if it's your
Guy
birthday,
Fawkes?
but then it was like you just the same problem. You
What
just
about
have
Guy
fireworks
Fawkes?
going off. Okay, twice a year. I'll give you Guy Fawkes.
Yeah. No. How about this? Once a year,
you can choose
Guy Fawkes, and then there'll be a big one on New Year's. So if you need more than once a year, you go to London and you watch the big one. You piss in a bottle or whatever people do there. It's really, really fun.
It looks miserable. I
Yeah.
don't know why people do it.
The only thing I saw is people have. It's one of the memes going around of the lady we've covered a couple of times, a BBC presenter, and people have photoshopped her onto the side of the London Eye doing her countdown. Do you know, the 10 and then the 2, which I thought was really good. Let us know anyway. Let us know if you have ideas for next year. Obviously, we have a few guests that we're lining up, so those will be interesting episodes. But if there's anything else you want us to talk about, let us know. If you want your project on, comment, and then check out indianashow.com for merch, but also for articles, for submitting your music, all of that good stuff. And we'll see you in 2024. Everyone be safe, I guess.
Drink Guinness.
Yeah, and then hate it. And then go to a Facebook page dedicated to how shit Guinness is.
Yeah.
Called the Guinness Community.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
And all of the other people in the community will think you're really cool.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive, maybe?
Definitely don't drink and drive.
Yeah, my maybe was about
You can
just
drive
saying
and
it.
drink.
Yeah, but then
But
walk.
then don't. Yeah, you can drive and then drink, but walk.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, and have a happy new year. That's it, really.
We don't have to have a happy new year.
I hope
Don't
they
worry.
do, though.
Well, it depends. Not all of them. What if some of them are bad?
Sometimes in life, mate, you just gotta put positive vibes out there. So there we go. We'll see you in 2024. We're back. It'll just be weekly again. We obviously took a week off for Christmas because the episodes always fucking suck. So we'll see you next week. Ciao.
Ciao.